Guys, and welcome to Football Fandom UK. How's it going? Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I was thinking I wasn't actually even going to get to this stream. Just been out to watch Manchester City under 21s taking on Liverpool under 21s. So obviously, because of that, I'm late back. But just got here in the nick of time to catch the game. So if you're just joining me, guys, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you. Love to hear your thoughts on this game and any other games you guys have been watching. Please feel free to drop your comments in, guys. So just bear with me a second. I'm just going to quickly share the team news with you guys. There you go. You should be able to see it now. There you go, guys. As you can see, Man City going with 3 at the back, 5 in midfield, 1 up front, and Villa going with a 4-4-2 formation, which is very rare these days. We don't see the 4-4-2 much as much in the Premier League these days, but Aston Villa opting to go with that formation in this game. So like I said, guys, apologies for being a couple of minutes late. I actually didn't think I was going to make this stream. Got stuck in traffic coming out of Manchester. Absolute nightmare on a Sunday. You wouldn't think there'd be that much traffic, but obviously Manchester, big city, so there was plenty of it. So we got a corner anyway for City on the far side of the pitch. Oh, and it's a goal for City. It's a goal for City. And we're not even 4 minutes in. Just 4 minutes in, guys. Man City scoring from the corner. I'm just going to it happen that quick then, guys. Just bear with me a second while I watch the replay. Drop your comments in, guys. I'll come to the chat in a second. Just want to talk you guys through this goal. Not got my wits about me through. Literally just walked in through the door and come on the live stream straight away. Corner comes in and straight towards the near post, and it's it's headed in on the near post, straight to the first City player there, just on the edge of the post, and he taps it in, bang, straight in with his head and into the near side post on that side. And it's Rodri who's scored City's opening goal. Villa now on the attack on this near side as they try to reply to City's early goal. City being forced out, and we've got a corner now for Aston Villa on the far side. Goal came in 3 minutes 59 seconds for the City goal. So I don't think they broke any records with that. I think we have seen earlier goals, but it is quite early. We'll come to the comments in a second, guys. Just bear with me a second. We've got another corner here for Aston Villa. Villa take it short. And now cross comes in. Oh, they've run it out of play, and it goes out for a goal kick. But that's perfect opportunity to come to the comments, see what you guys are saying. Hi, Kieran. Welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Kieran saying, hello, Gaz. Did you watch the United game? Leeds United, I presume you're talking about, mate. Was it today? I've been out to watch the under 21s game, Manchester City v Liverpool. So I am not quite sure what has. I've literally just walked in through the door and jumped straight on the stream. So I'm just going to check now, which I'm presuming. Yeah, you were talking about Leeds v Man United, aren't you? So yeah, I actually missed that game, mate, because like I said, I've literally 2 minutes before I started this stream, walked through the door, coming back from the under 21s game. So I'm just going to check now. What will that score? Oh, yep, United winning 2-0. Is that the one I'm looking at? If my page hurries up and shows me what it's doing. Yep, United won that 2-0, didn't they? So no, I didn't. Like I said, Kieran, I missed it, mate, because I've literally been out to the under 21s game for Liverpool and Man City. So I've missed this afternoon's game with Man United and Leeds, unfortunately. But unfortunately, can't be in two places at once, mate. But I'm presuming it was a good game. Did you watch it? Was it a good one? I'll try and catch the highlights for it later. But yeah, just to, as I was just touching on there, guys, I've been to the under 21s game, but I've only just walked through the door. But later on, I'll try and get the footage edited for that, and might have it on tomorrow or it might be Tuesday. But that video content is coming for the under 21s game, as well as some interviews with some City fans. Managed to grab hold of a couple of City fans to ask them their opinion of what's going on with the club, and that will be uploaded on the channel as well in the next day or two. So hopefully you guys will like that content. But yeah, welcome to the show, Kieran. Thanks for that, mate. And sorry, no, unfortunately, mate, I missed that game. But like I said, I'll try and catch the highlights of it later. Billy Random Clips, good afternoon, all. I'm going for 3-1 for Man City. Yeah, that's a good shout, Billy. City with the early goal. So your score prediction, very much a possibility, mate. City at the minute passing it amongst themselves on that far side, but now the referee's blown the whistle for offside. So yeah, that's a good shout, that, Billy. Great to have you with us, mate. Hope everything with you is okay. Kieran saying same. So I presume Kieran also thinking 3-1 scoreline for City as well. So yeah, thanks for that, guys. Stephen Allen, afternoon all. Thanks, Stevie. Stevie dropping in as well with him also having a crazy day today as well. Billy Random Clips is saying, hello, Kieran. How's it going, Billy? Thanks for that, mate. And also Billy saying hello to Stevie, top man. Thanks, Billy. Kieran replying as well. You guys are class, absolutely class. Love that. Love how you guys all make sure to say hello to each other. That's one of the class parts of the live streams that I like. You guys all getting to know each other and making the effort to be friends and footy mates and get to know each other better. That's class. City in possession at the minute, deep inside their own half of the pitch. Aston Villa putting them under quite a bit of pressure here. But City have managed to clear it up to the halfway line where Aston Villa have ended up heading it back towards City's end of the pitch, but it's gone out on this near side for a goal. For a throw-in. 10 minutes gone, guys. Kieran is saying, what can City fans say over 100 rules broken when other 19 teams are following the rules? Well, to be fair, mate, fans have the right to, that's what the point of Fanden is, for give fans the opportunity to have their say. We hear enough from the football pundits, we hear enough from the mainstream media. Another opportunity here for City, but it's gone wide of the post. Oh, it's a beautiful opportunity that for Gundogan. Just came in off this near side and cut inside to midfield, stormed towards the goal and had a shot. Well, it was really good opportunity that, and Aston Villa at 6s and 7s trying to get back to close the spaces. But yeah, sorry, mate. Sorry. Yeah, Kieran, you're right. You're entitled to your opinion, mate. That's fair enough. But like I say, the whole point of getting me going to stadiums, as I keep saying, when obviously we're not doing it as much at the minute. But as we keep building the Fandom project, it is something I want to do more, and that is go to football games and let you guys speak, let you guys have your say. We hear enough from football pundits, from news channels, from all the big media companies, but the real people that matter in football are fans. And that is what this channel is about, trying to help you guys have a voice in football. So you are absolutely right, Kieran, with your opinion. You're entitled to it, mate. But I'm not sure if you've seen, I haven't seen it. One of the City fans told me today, apparently there's some new news about it this morning. Apparently the Premier League backtracking on with the amount of rules that City have broke. So I don't know the details of that yet. Like I say, that's what I was told off a City fan while I was out at the game today. But like I said, I'll try and find out more about more about that later, mate, guys. But as I say, we've been going to the game today for the under 21s. I literally walked through the door and come jump straight on the stream. So I've not had a chance to look up results or for the early other games that have gone on today. I've not even had a chance to check out that information that I was told off Man City fan. Yep, Kieran, I totally understand that, mate. You are totally right to voice that opinion. I think you might find it interesting what the City fans had to say on camera. I didn't manage to get loads of City fans on because it is actually quite hard to get fans to talk on camera. But I managed to get a couple on, and they've shared their opinion. So whether you agree with it, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to agree with it. But like I say, want to use the channel to try and help you guys have a voice in football. And like I say, what's coming up, what I'll be uploading on the channel from what I've been doing today, is a step in the right direction towards that. So, like I say, you don't have to agree with other fans' opinions, but the whole point of the project is to let you guys use this channel to have your opinions heard, whether it's agreed with or not. Like I say, we're supposed to live in a free country, guys, so we should have the freedom to speak our minds about things that affect our clubs, the clubs that we love. So, like I say, I'll be uploading that in the next day or two, as soon as I can get, like I say, get this stream out of the way, and I will try and start editing it later on tonight, and hopefully get some of it on tomorrow. So keep watching the channel, guys. But yeah, Kieran, I respect your opinion, mate. But I think it's only right that fans have their opinion on that. With the last week or so, with all what's been publicised in the mainstream media about Man City and the Premier League, and what's going on, I think it's right that fans have their opinion heard on it. And like I say, I managed to get a couple of clips today, of fans' opinion, and I'll be uploading that on the channel in the next day or so. So hopefully you guys will like that. Like I say, you don't have to agree with what those guys are saying on them video clips. But like I say, the point of the channel is to let you guys, whatever club you support, to try and help you guys have your opinions heard. The Sky News, the BBC News, all these big media companies don't really care what you guys think, and they should care, because without fans, football is nothing. Man City today with a full stadium. Why? They're making millions of pounds. Why are they making millions of pounds? They're making millions of pounds because of you guys. Your club makes millions of pounds because of you guys. And that is what needs to be reminded to these big corporate companies that rule football, with the mainstream media and the EFL and the EPL, all these suit people that running football on our behalf need to start realizing that fans matter. And that's what I want to try and achieve with a Fandom project. It's an ambitious project, guys, but I'm dead serious about it. That is my intention with the future of the channel. So like I say, hopefully you guys will like that, what's coming on the channel later anyway. But thanks for that, Kieran. Billy is saying, Rashford just can't stop scoring. Right, well, obviously I'm not seeing the game, mate, so I'm presuming Rashford got on the score sheet, so that's awesome. That's awesome. He's having one heck of a season so far, isn't he? Last season, he was a bit bogged down with personal issues, and it affected his form, and he's been honest enough to come out and say that. But this season, luckily, his personal problems seem to have calmed down, and he's got his focus back, and now he's firing on all cylinders. And as you say, Billy, he's banging in the goals. So, yeah, I look forward to looking at the highlights of that game later. Billy's also saying, I'm surprised Chelsea aren't breaking the rules. We spent around 300 million in January. You may be, mate. Your club may be. Obviously, it's took the UEFA and the Premier League quite a while to build a case against Manchester City. So, you know, in the next 2-3 years, we could be hearing that Chelsea are in trouble and all, mate. So I wouldn't speak too soon if I were you. Fingers crossed it's not that way. But like I say, it's an interesting subject to discuss in it, obviously, over the next few weeks and months as we hear more about what goes on with Man City. But nice to see you're honest there, Billy, though. I like that, mate. Top man. City in possession at the minute, with a possession at the back on the halfway line as they move down the far side of the pitch, looking to create some space. But Aston Villa looking nice and compact with their 4-4-2 formation. 17 minutes gone, guys. And now City moved the ball out to this near side. Very compact, congested defence there from Aston Villa. They actually look, they're supposed to be playing a 4-4-2 formation, but they actually got switching it to 6 at the back at times. I'm not sure if you guys are noticing this. And there goes the ball out for a goal kick. But yeah, just noticing the defence for Aston Villa. They're supposed to be playing a 4-4-2, and they've actually got 4 at the back, but 2 of them midfielders then moved into the defensive formation. So City actually had 6 in defence there, which is quite interesting. Kieran Williams saying, yeah, here's a good run. A good run. Gamancho goal was better too. So obviously you guys, I presume, talking about the Leeds v Man United game. Bit gutted Leeds dropped points in that, to be fair, because they gave a good account of themselves the other day in the cup. Sorry, no, that was the Premier League game, wasn't it, at Old Trafford? But like I say, looks like Man United have learnt from their mistakes in that one. From what you guys are saying, Billy is saying Southampton sacked their manager this morning. All right, well, thanks for that, Billy. Like I say, mate, I've not had a chance to look. I've just been so busy trying to get to that game. Honest, some of the stories today, guys, unbelievable. Man City do not make it easier for new fans visiting their stadium. I told them when I got there, I said, I'm not a City fan. Well, what are you doing here? What kind of question is that? I'm a football fan. What does it matter what club that I support? I'm a football fan. Am I not got the right to go and watch any football club that I want? Last time I checked, this was a free country, but I had the 3rd degree off the stewards at Man City. Why am I there? Why am I there? What kind of question is that? I'm there because I'm a football fan. So according to the stewards now, they go off the Man City stewards. If you're not a City fan, you're not welcome at City. That was the impression I got off their stewards today. Absolute disgrace. We got a corner for City on this near side. De Bruyne to take it. Just coming up to 20 minutes gone, guys. Still 1-0 to City. De Bruyne with the corner taken. And it's deep towards the back post. And good shot that from Jack Grealish on the edge of the box. But I think I've just watched the camera replay. Yeah, it took a deflection and went wide, but that could have troubled the goalkeeper there if it weren't for the deflection. So it'll be a corner for City on the other side of the goal, on the far side of the pitch. Keep your comments coming, guys. I'll come back to the comments in a sec. Let's just see what happens with this second corner for City. There's a VAR check going on as well, apparently. Yeah, we just had a VAR check for a penalty. No penalty given. So another corner here for City. Corner comes in. It's an outswinger. Oh, this is a good shot. That the keeper managing to keep that out there. So the corner comes in. So the corner came in, guys. It was an outswinger came swinging back in, I always get confused with them. But came swinging back in, curved in towards the goal. Away from the goal as it was taken, and it actually initially touched one of the Aston Villa defenders, but eventually fell to Haaland, who managed to get a shot off, but it was straight at the goalkeeper. So City now in possession on this near side of the pitch. And it's gone out for another throw-in. So perfect opportunity to come back to the chat. Sorry, Billy. Billy said, oh, yeah, sorry. Thanks for that, Billy. Like I said, I'll catch up with what's been going on, whatever I've missed. Like I said, I've probably missed quite a bit this morning. Typical, innit? When you go out to football, then loads of stuff happens. So yeah, I'll catch up with what's gone on later. But thanks for that, Billy. Not surprised it's the sack race at the minute, isn't it, guys? Kieran is saying Chelsea get around it by lengthening length of the contracts. I think yes, that is very true, Kieran. Chelsea have been getting their players to sign long 6 and 7 and 8 year contracts, and apparently they just had a deal turned down. I think it was when Benfica they tried signing a Benfica player in January, and Benfica turned it down because Chelsea wanted to stretch the payments over about 4 or 5 years, and Benfica wanted it paid in 3 years. So that could cause Chelsea problems in the future. They keep doing that. We've got a corner on this near side for Aston Villa. Corner comes in, and it's deep, headed back behind behind everybody, but comes in back. Another cross into the box, and it's ended up being headed behind for a goal kick to City. A bit of a good opportunity that there for Villa. But really, they wasted it. They wasted it. The second opportunity was taken under a lot more pressure. But yeah. Sorry, Kieran. Yeah, like I say, mate. Apparently, I think that might cause Chelsea problems in the future. They seem to have done okay with it up to now, but there may be clubs. Once clubs start getting wise to that, Chelsea might find it more difficult to sign. They're doing, like you said, they're doing that so that they can spread the payments. They sign a player for, say, £70 million. They can spread the cost of that over a longer period of time. And that's how they're getting, or how they're hoping to get around the financial fair play rules. But knowing the Premier League, it wouldn't surprise me if they still find something wrong. We'll have to see how it turns out with Man City's problems, won't we, guys? But thanks for that, Kieran. Maggie, hello, Fandon. How's it going, Maggie? Great to have you with us, mate. Welcome to the show. How's things with you? Guys, don't forget, drop your score predictions in if you've got one before we get much further in the game. But yeah, great to see you, Maggie. Welcome to the show. Hopefully everything with you okay, mate. Billy is saying, hello, Maggie. Top one, nice one, Billy. And Maggie also replying to Billy, you guys are top. Thank you very much for that. Joey, hi, Gaz and all. How's it going, Joey? Welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Always a pleasure to have all you guys involved. Billy also saying hello, and Kieran as well. Yeah, Joey asking how Billy's feeling. Great, good question. Yeah, sorry, it slipped my mind, Billy, that you've been under the weather the last couple of days. It's been a crazy day for me today, guys. But yeah, Billy saying, better, thanks for asking. Joey, how about you? Well, that's good to hear that you're feeling much better, but Billy, hopefully you feeling almost back to your best now, mate. Or maybe if you've only had it for a couple of days, maybe it was one of them 24-hour flu things. But like I say, good to hear that you're feeling better, mate. City on the attack now in midfield, but a pullback from Aston Villa results in a free kick awarded by the referee. Joey saying, hi, Kieran. Good win for you today. Yeah, obviously United with the 2-0 win. Like I say, I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I'm just going to check now what's because there is some other games. There was one that's just got. I like to say that so crazy trying to go to a football match and get back in time for a live stream. I don't think I'll be doing that too often. But yeah, just checking. So interesting, guys. Bit of interesting news for you. Partick Thistle have took the lead against Rangers in the Scottish Cup tie. So Rangers 0, Partick Thistle 1. That's an interesting scoreline, and it's And it's saying half time in that game. I thought that game kicked off after. Oh, yeah, sorry, that game kicked off at 4 o'clock, didn't it? Yeah, so half time. Rangers 1-0 behind in the Scottish Cup. So it looks like we could see another cup upset possibly in Scotland today. Also in the Scottish Championship, finished Dundee 3, Cove Rangers 0 today as well. And I think that's it. I think that's all the games that matter in England. There is been some ladies football today as well. But I can always let you guys know the results of that later if you're interested. But yeah, interesting to see Rangers struggling. City in possession on the far side. We cut it back though to the goalkeeper under pressure from Villa. City want to watch it, passing it about. They conceded a goal like that the other day, passing about at the back. And now De Bruyne comes in on from the far side. From this near side, cuts into midfield. And now an opportunity for City. Oh, and it's across the face of goal. But the goalkeeper managed to get a hand on that. That actually looked like it was a cross, but I think it was actually a shot. And the shots, yeah. Yeah, the goalkeeper managing just to get a hand on that, and it's gone wide. And now we've got a corner for City on this near side. If you guys just join us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you. De Bruyne with the corner, deep towards the back post. It's gone out towards the edge of the box now. Grealish picks it up. And now he's lost it. After a slip, he slipped and lost possession. And now Aston Villa looking to a counter-attack up the field. But Man City see out the danger and pass it back to their keeper. So City just passing it about on the halfway line. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Joey also saying, good to hear, Billy. Yeah, all good. Thanks, mate. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Kieran saying, yeah, they will cut. City with a cross into the box here. And Aston Villa managing to deflect it away. And now Aston Villa managing to get a goal kick there after kicking the ball against the City player to knock it out for a goal kick. Kieran saying, yeah, they was cutting it close though. I'd like to say I'm sorry, guys. I mean, like I say, I missed the game with Leeds and United because I was out at the under-21s game this morning. So apologies for that. So obviously I can't really comment because literally walked through the door 2 minutes before I started the stream. So I've not had a chance to look at the highlights of that game or nothing yet. I'll take a look later. But yeah, thanks for that, Kieran. Billy is saying, I had some Lemsip earlier and my nose isn't as blocked as it was yesterday. Well, that's good. It sounds like you might have one of them 48-hour bugs, mate, to be honest. Just get wrapped up in bed and sweat it out. That's the best advice I can give you. Or go and get some of that tonic that I told you about. But yeah, best thing to do is curl up warm in your bed or on the sofa. And stay warm and sweat it out, mate. But good to hear you feeling a bit better today, though, mate. Maxime, welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Maxime saying, when are you uploading the Liverpool game? Well, obviously, like I said, I've just literally walked in before I've done the stream 2 minutes ago, before I started the stream. Jumped on this. So once this stream's over, I will obviously grab something to eat. And then I'll try and start editing the video, but I'll try and get it on tomorrow. But it might be Tuesday that I get it on because I've got quite a bit of footage that I got. Got some footage of the game, got some fan interviews. So yeah, it's just how long it's going to take me to edit it, but I will try and get it edited and get it on the channel as quick as possible. But like I say, I need to do this match watch along first because I can't edit at the same time. It'd be too distracting. But thanks for that, Maxime. Like I say, mate, I will try and get it on as soon as possible, either be tomorrow or Tuesday. But like I say, some interesting footage. I wasn't able to actually spot take too much notice of the individual players at that game. I was disappointed with that, but that was because I was concentrating on filming, guys. So I've got plenty of footage of the actual game between Man City under-21s and Liverpool under-21s, because obviously you guys want to see the development of these players. They may not be playing for your club right now, but they could be playing for your club in the future. These are youth players trying to get themselves recognised so that they can play for a club's first team. Obviously, they're looking to play for either Liverpool or Man City, but if it doesn't work out there, then the chances are they could be coming to your club or a club near you. So we'll have to see. But hopefully you guys will like that footage anyway. Just thought it was something different. A lot of other YouTubers putting footage on of games and different big games, the main first team games. But not many fan channels or YouTube channels put much on for the youth level. So I thought it was something that we could try and tap into to help the channel move forward. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see when I put it on. See whether you guys like it. I'm sure you'll leave some comments and let me know what your thoughts are. But thanks for that, Maxime, and hopefully you will like it when it's uploaded. Like I said, I'll get it done as soon as I possibly can, mate. Joey's saying, you're causing some drama, guys. Laugh out loud. Drama? Well, sorry, mate. What in what way drama? Because I'm presuming you guys maybe meaning because I was late on today. I couldn't plan for this stream. I had to do it literally as walked in through the door because I didn't want to schedule it and then not get back in time. So that's why it was scheduled so late. Literally within minutes of me coming on. So I'm not sure if that's the drama you're talking about, Joey, but if it's not, I'm sure you'll let me know, mate. Thanks for that. Joey's saying, that's good, Billy. Keep wrapped up and plenty of fluids. Absolutely. Well said, Joey. Billy saying, cheers. Joey, nice one. Absolutely. And Kieran saying, come on, Villa. Kieran, obviously, a Man United fan, wanting Villa to get a result against local rival City. So, yep, that's totally understandable, mate. Thanks for that, Kieran. And William Hardmeat, welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Always a pleasure to see new fans come and get involved. Let us know. I'm presuming you are a Rangers fan because I see a Rangers badge there on your account name. So I'm presuming you Glasgow Rangers fan, mate, which is awesome. Great club. But if you do support a club in England or in the Premier League as well, because some fans do support a second club, obviously, please feel free to let us know, William. And thank you very much for dropping in. Great to see you, mate. Always a pleasure to see new fans. Joey saying, with you, Kieran, come on, Villa. You guys wanting I suppose Villa are the underdog in this game. I suppose we've got a yellow card being issued now. I think it was Digna for Aston Villa that got the yellow card there for a tackle on Mahrez. He did. I mean, it was a tackle, but he's made the most of that. He has made the most of that. Thanks for that, Joey. Joey also saying, hi, Will. You a Villa fan? I'm presuming from his badge, his logo there, he's a Rangers fan, but maybe wanting to see Man City. Possibly he's wanting to see Man City have some humble pie, mate. I don't know. Hopefully he replies. But thanks for that, Joey. Billy Random, she said Chelsea have got Southampton next week. Sorry, Bill, I'm going to come back to that comment in a second. Let's just see what happens with this free kick for Manchester City. Free kick on this near side, De Bruyne to take it. It's not quite a great angle for him to take a shot, so he's going to, I presume he's going to swing this one in. And he does, swung in, but it's headed, and it's ended up going out behind for a goal kick to Villa. Sorry about that, Billy. Billy saying Chelsea have got Southampton next week. Let's hope the new manager for Southampton isn't one of those who does amazing in the first game. Yeah, well, mate, I think well, it's good. It's good to see you're taking that into account, but it might be a bit wishful thinking that, mate. Most clubs do have that new manager bounce, don't they? When a new manager comes in first game, there's normally that reaction from the players, and like you say, it can be a difficult game for the opposition. But yeah, Billy trying to unjinxed it, I think, there with that comment. So yeah, nice one, Billy. Oh, City with an opportunity here. Villa making all sorts of trouble at the back, and City have scored a second. Ball across the post, across the face of goal there from an Aston Villa mistake in their back line. And I'm not sure who actually tapped that in there at the back post, but City taking full advantage there of Aston Villa's defensive mistakes. Just going to watch it again just to get a clearer understanding, so I can explain it to you guys if you're not watching it. City attacked with a ball forward, and Aston Villa managed to get ahead on it, but the goalkeeper didn't get it under control, and Haaland got it on this near side towards the edge of the goal box, crossed it right across the face of goal, and I'm just trying to identify the player that's tapped it in at the back post. Is it Gundogan again? I think that's Gundogan again for a second. Yeah, it's Gundogan again. So Gundogan on the score sheet twice in a matter of 15 minutes or something, 10, 15 minutes. So he's had a great start this afternoon for Manchester City. Sorry about that, Billy. So yeah, yeah, like I say, mate, I think that's something you're just going to have to deal with, innit? It's unfortunate that you know most clubs do have that new manager reaction, don't they? So hopefully you guys manage to deal with that. To be fair, mate, Chelsea are big enough and strong enough that they should be able to deal with that, really. It's just you guys are going through a bit of a tough patch at the minute. But I'm sure you'll find your way back to winning ways soon enough. It's every club goes through that tough phase at some point. You got to look at it that you've been quite lucky for a number of seasons and not had that problem too much. But I think maybe you're getting it in bucket loads this season because you've not had too many seasons struggling. Maybe that's the way to look at it. But thanks for that, Billy. Billy also saying, what's your prediction, Joey? Great question, Billy. We've got Ruben Diaz has been booked, and there's some discussion going on in the middle of the park there. The referee stopped play. So yeah, so I was just watching that, trying to work out what happens. How that is a foul, I do not know. I don't know how that's a foul. De Bruyne fell over for me there. Will Hardmeat is saying that's why I'm here. Had to turn the Rangers game off. Yeah, it's at half time last time I checked, mate. 52 minutes gone in the Rangers game. They pull one back, so it's Rangers 1, Partick Thistle 1. Yep. Hopefully that's a bit more pleasing to you, Will. And thank you very much for that. Like I say, mate, let us know if you are interested in any way in the English Premier League. But just to let you know, mate, if you still, we do Scottish football as well. That's why we're called Football Fan Den UK. So we do cover the Scottish league as well, where we can as much possible. So, like I say, hopefully, might see you again as well if you've got time, mate, on future streams. But yeah, you're always welcome here, mate. All fans are welcome here, no matter what club they support. Great to have you with us, Will. Stevie Allen saying, just spotted your logo, Will. Laugh out loud. Stevie obviously recognising that Willie is a big Rangers fan. Stevie Allen saying, want Villa to win, Billy, but think City will win it. Will go for 3-1 City. Yeah, that's a good shout, mate. City 2-0 up in this one up to now, and 43 minutes gone on the clock, guys. So yeah, you guys that are calling the 3-1s, and I think we've had a couple. Did we have a 3-1 earlier as well? I think somebody said 3-1 as well earlier on, didn't they? I'm forgetting. Hate it when it's crazy days like this. Yeah, Billy said 3-1 earlier for Man City as well. So that's 3-1 predictions so far, guys. City in possession now on the far side as they pass it back into midfield. City look to have just slowed the game down a little bit now. They've got that 2-0 lead. Oh, come on. He's going to give a penalty. Has he given a penalty for that? Oh, my God. That is a soft penalty. I've got to see the replay, but that looks like a soft penalty. Sorry, guys. Oh, that is really bad. Jack Grealish. Simulation. Oh, that's really bad. Wait till you see that, guys. That is simulation if ever I saw it. There's next to no contract, but Grealish has gone down, acting as if he has been mauled, if you like. And it's a poor penalty, but it is a penalty to City. But in my opinion, it's a bad one. The referee's been conned there. Really hard, so bad, guys. Why are we seeing this at this level of football? What annoys me with this is these professional players doing this, and they're teaching the youngsters to do it, because the youngsters watch these players and then think that they can get away with it as well. It's really bad. Penalty scored for City. Mahrez slotted it away, and now it's 3-0 City. I'm really that. Do you know? I've always thought well of Jack Grealish until I just saw that. That's blatant cheating. It's blatant cheating. Absolutely bang out of order. That really bad from City. Thanks for that, Stevie. Yeah, it's really bad. It's cheating. Cheating. No excuse for it. Stevie's saying, want Villa to win, Billy, but think City will win. We'll go for 3-1 City. Well, you guys are on spot on for now. 3-0 up City, so that would mean we need a goal from Villa in the second half with no reply. But with the way this game's going, I'm thinking it could end up 5-0 to City. We'll have to see. But yeah, City with the commanding lead so far in this first half. Thanks for that, Stevie. Joey's saying, we'll go for a 2-0 City, but want Villa to win. Thanks for that, Joey, but unfortunately, mate, 2-0. Not going to cut it now with City having the 3-0 lead. Sorry, mate, it's probably my fault being slow to get to the comments. Willie Hardmeat saying, not a Villa fan, Joey, but can't stand. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. To be honest, I think he's a very talented manager, very talented, but I can understand where Billy's coming from. Where Will's coming from, because I find Pep Guardiola very frustrating to watch in his press conferences. You can tell with his body language, he does not like giving press conferences. He always seems to be on the defensive, and I can understand why. That just irritates me of how bad the British media is, because it's quite clear when he first came to the UK to manage City that he'd been warned how bad the British press was with some of the comments that he was making. And this is the thing, guys. The press in the UK are making foreign managers scared to come out and talk. And when they do have to talk, they're very cagey about what they say because they're bothered that their next words could be plastered all over the next day's newspaper. But it does bug me that Pep Guardiola hasn't learnt to deal with that in the time that he's been over here. But that's my little grievance with him. But thanks for that, Will. Is there a particular reason, mate, why you're not a fan of Pep Guardiola? Joey's saying, fair enough, Will, makes a change. Everyone likes Pep. I wouldn't say I like him. I wouldn't say I hate him because I always try not to hate people in football. But I wouldn't say I hate him, but I wouldn't say I like him either. I'm kind of I'm sitting on the fence as far as Guardiola's concerned. But thanks for that, Joey. Maxime is saying, are you doing the Merseyside derby and what score do you think it will be? I think 2-1 Everton. Yes, Maxime, I'm sure you asked me that question yesterday, didn't you, mate? But yes, like I say, all being well, I will be streaming the Everton Liverpool game tomorrow, as long as nothing last minute crops up that I haven't accounted for. But yeah, as far as I know, I am going to be available tomorrow evening to do that. So hopefully you guys will join me. Thanks for that, Maxime. Joey's saying, sorry, Will, can see your Rangers badge now. Did you miss that, Joey? No worries, mate. Kieran is saying, Pep's going championship. Hope so anyway. Laugh out loud. Do you guys think they'll actually do that? Do you think that that would actually happen? Do you think if City was forced to drop down the leagues, do you think they would make them drop down to the championship? And this is a good one for Will to answer as well. Obviously, Willie being a Rangers fan, he knows exactly with his club being forced to drop down to the bottom of the Scottish football pyramid through the bad running of their club's previous owners. So do you guys think that same thing would happen to City? Do you think the Premier League would try to make a ruthless example out of them and just relegate them to the Championship? Or do you think they would try and relegate them to League Two? That's an interesting one we've not really heard much discussion about. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Do you think that the Premier League are going all out on City to make an example of them? Love to know your thoughts, guys. Fans' opinion matters. That's why I'm asking you. Joey is saying, I don't think they will get relegated. Right, fair enough, Joey. Yeah, to be honest, mate, I think it'd have to be extreme circumstances for that to happen. But we don't know what's going to happen, do we, over the next few months ahead with this investigation and what's going to, it's one thing. It's going to be interesting is to see how long this drags on, and whatever happens with City could impact other clubs that have been spending big money, the likes of Chelsea and obviously Newcastle are going to be spending big money soon as well. Possibly even Liverpool as well, and maybe United. Like I said, I don't want to say too much because it could be interesting to see. Let you guys watch the fan clips that I got earlier from the City fans. I don't want to give too much away, but they had some interesting points of view that you might like to hear when I upload the video. But thanks for that, Joey. Kieran's saying, yeah, I don't. But if they're found guilty, I hope they will. Fair enough, mate. But to be fair, Kieran, even if they get relegated, there's that many money clubs now. Somebody else is just going to jump in and replace them, aren't they? So yeah. Joey's saying drama. Oh, drama with the steward. Yeah, I can't help drama with the stewards. I always seem to have run-ins with stewards. I'm not a big fan of authority. I was arguing with the steward today about how they honest. It's honest. You think you're trying to get into a prison or something? The way the security is at Man City's ground for and for an under 21s game as well. Shocking. Could understand it for maybe the first team game, but honest to God, I actually said, well, I'm not going to repeat it on the show, but I said something that the steward didn't like anyway. So yeah, I've got to. I have to be like that. It's part of my personality. I don't follow the crowd. I very much believe in thinking for myself and challenging authority figures because we are supposed to live in a free country, and I value freedom very much, and I don't appreciate my freedoms and liberties being suppressed to suit to suit the super rich that want to control every aspect of our lives these days. But I'm not getting into that. But yeah, Joey, I can't. I'm sorry. Maybe you guys might meet me at a game one day. You'll probably see me ranting and raving at a steward because I don't take very kindly to. It doesn't bother me, guys. I'll argue with the police and everything. I'm pretty ruthless like that. I very much believe in freedom of speech, and I use that freedom very much. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be some interesting stuff in the future of Fandom that will probably make you laugh with some of the confrontations I may get into traveling around the UK in the future to different grounds. So keep watching. I'm not saying it'll be anytime soon, but I'm sure during the course of building Fandom, there'll be something that will give you some clear view of what I'm like when I go to a game. Don't get me wrong, I go to games and enjoy, but I value my freedom. I value my freedom, and I don't like all this stop and search nonsense. Billy Random Clips is saying City won't get relegated. Fair enough, Billy. I'm not. I think, to be fair, it's a bit too early to say what's going to happen. I think that's worst case scenario, isn't it? But we're just floating it, mate. We're just floating the possibility if it could happen, and if it did happen. We're just floating what you guys think if it could happen, and whether you think it should happen and all. And say, obviously, you can give me an answer with that, with your football loyalty, and you can give me an answer with that, with your football head. But yeah, like I say, Billy, we're just floating the idea for debate purposes at the minute. I think that'd be the extreme case for City to get relegated. I think the first thing that the Premier League are going to probably do is stitch them up with a big fine or something. I think that's the first thing that they try and do, won't it? So yeah, thanks for that, Billy. Will Hardman with the thumbs up. Thanks, Will. Great to have you with us today, mate. Hopefully, the result. Let's have a quick look. What's going on with the other result? Still 1-1 in the other game in Scotland, guys. Rangers won, Partick Thistle 67 minutes gone in that game. So keep you up to date as the game progresses. But yeah, thanks for that, Will. And hopefully you don't mind me calling you Will. Obviously, I've shortened your name there, mate. So my bad. But yeah, great to have you with us, mate. Always great to have other fans come and get involved. And like I say, Scottish football is very much part of this channel. If you look through the previous streams, you can see that we have done parts of Scottish football stuff. So we are trying to involve the Scottish fan community in the Fandom project. But thanks for that, Billy. Will Hardman, Hardmeat. Will is also saying back to the Rangers game, lads. No worries, mate. Also saying second half surely must be better than the first. No worries, Willie. Enjoy the rest of the Rangers game, mate. And maybe, obviously, that game finishes slightly before this one. So maybe drop in after the game and just let us know your thoughts on Rangers' performance. Like I say, guys, we're not, you guys that come on regularly, you all know it. We're not a club channel. We're very much a fan channel. So we want you guys to feel welcome to come and talk about all clubs on this channel. Billy is saying, my dinner is done. See you all later. Hope you all have a nice rest of your evening. Thank you very much, Billy. Really appreciate you dropping in, mate. And yeah, enjoy your food, mate. And like I say, hopefully catch you on the next stream. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe. And hopefully you get well soon, mate. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Get sweating it out, mate. Get wrapped up warm on the sofa. Joey is saying, fingers crossed for you, Willie. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, to be fair, mate, I mean, obviously nothing against Rangers, but um, Partick Thistle, it'd be a massive achievement for them to beat Rangers today if they could have managed to achieve it. That would be a major cup upset. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to stay completely neutral in that game, but it's difficult when I do like the underdogs to succeed in the cup games. Joey saying, bye, Billy, you too. Thanks for that, Joey, top man, mate. Kieran saying, no way. What are Villa doing? Yeah, they're all over the place at the minute, aren't they, guys? They're really struggling to deal with the attacking threat coming from Man City at the moment. Thanks for that, Kieran. Maxime saying, don't be interpret. Don't be interpreter, Joey. It's Billy. Sorry, Maxime, I'm not following that comment, mate. I don't follow that comment. Um, Sorry, Maxime. You'll have to explain that a bit better, mate. I don't get what you're getting at there, mate. Kieran is saying Villa are okay. I can't tell what that is. It's some kind of emoji, but thank you, Kieran. Maxime is saying no. Rodri scored the first goal. The first one, sorry. Yes. Yeah. Well. Yeah. It was Rodri that scored the first one. Sorry. Trying to think there what were the back through the game. But yeah, sorry, Maxime. Yeah, I'm confused. Did somebody say that they didn't? I didn't. If they did, I missed that, mate. But yeah, thanks for the clarification there, mate. Um, come on, stupid thing, uploading. This thing's a nightmare for uploading. Come on. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Maxime, yeah. Well aware that Rodri scored the first one, mate. Kieran Williams is saying, I know it had to be Grealish rolling all over, put him up for an Oscar. Yeah, mate. Do you know what? Honest, I really mean it. I always thought I've been thinking that Jack Grealish has been getting a tough time at City, but I'm not impressed with what he's just done there. That is just so bad. It's so unprofessional to resort to that. Come on, guys. Man City are 2-0 up. Why should they need to resort to cheating to get an extra goal? I think if the referee watches that back later, he's going to be really frustrated that Jack Grealish has conned him there. And you never know. The reason why I don't think players should be doing it anymore is because they're just going to make a name for themselves. Players, referees will look over games and recognise which players have had them, made them look stupid, and they'll remember that in future games. They will remember that if they get involved if a referee gets involved in a controversial decision because a player has cheated to get an advantage and the referee's been suckered into it, then referees are going to remember that kind of thing so that they don't fall for it a second time. So yeah, absolutely, mate. I totally agree. I'm so massively disappointed in Jack Grealish doing that. I've always held him up as a top player, a respectful player, a humble player, and the kind of guy that just gets on with his football, kind of like De Bruyne. Just works hard and shows his talent. And but yeah, I'm really disappointed. A question for you guys: do you think this is Guardiola creeping in? Because let's be honest, Guardiola's a Spanish manager, and in Spain, it's perfectly normal to cheat and con the referee. So do you think maybe that's a a bit of the Spanish mentality coming into the game because of Guardiola's influence. Maybe I'm not saying it is, guys. I'm just chucking it out there as a debatable point. Whether you guys think if you think I'm talking a load of rubbish, fine. Just let me know. But if you think there might be something to it, let me know that as well. But thanks for that, Kieran. Guys, if you just joined us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. We want to hear from you. We're very much a fan channel, not a club channel. And we're also quite close to our first target of 1,000 subs. So if you are new, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could consider subscribing. Joey is saying, laugh out loud. He does like to draw them fouls. Yeah, mate, he does. And it's just not needed, is it? Come on. These are professional players, top level players. If this was League One or League Two, we couldn't have much argument, could we? Because it's so scrappy down there. Players don't earn great money down there. We could understand it, but this is the top level of football. If we're gonna have cheating accepted as the norm at the top level of football, it's gonna filter down into the rest of the leagues. It's gonna filter into the youth system, and it's not needed. It's not part of British football history to cheat and con the referee like that. And you only have to look at the uproar during the Maradona incident years ago and how British fans reacted to it, particularly because they felt that cheating isn't part of the game. And we were so upset about that back then. Why do we want that to now start creeping into the modern day game? I don't. You guys may do. You're entitled to your opinion. But me, I want teams to win fairly. If my team are playing, I would be really irritated if they won the game by cheating, because how can you have the bragging rights when you know that your team have won unfairly? It's as simple as that. When we won't watch our teams, we pay all that money to go and support our clubs. You want the bragging rights. You walk away from that stadium, you want the bragging rights. You want to be able to wind up your rivals, have a bit of banter, and get irritate them a little bit that your team's outperformed their team. And you can't do that with full confidence when your team don't win fair and square. But that, obviously, that's just my opinion. You guys are entitled to your own opinion. Let me know what that is. But thanks for that, Joey. Kieran saying, and he rolls round holding his head. Yeah, that's one way to describe it, mate. The second half has kicked off, and it's actually happens to be Grealish on this near side that was in possession, and he's drawn another foul for Manchester City on this near side, close to the edge of the pitch. Luckily, the Villa player is a bit more experienced here. It's Ashley Young, and I don't think he's going to fall for that where it gets him a yellow card, or you'd like to think he wouldn't. Anyway, he's such an experienced player. So free kick here for City on the near side, just level with the goal box. And Mahrez and De Bruyne standing over the ball. So we're not sure who's actually going to kick this, but no, it's not. It's Mahrez. I actually thought it'd be De Bruyne that crossed that in, but it wasn't. It was Mahrez. And now Aston Villa pick up the possession deep in their own half and kick the ball long up the field. And now City managing to get control of it again, and they will build again from the halfway line. But yeah, thanks for that, Kieran. Like I say, mate, that's one way to describe it. Joey is saying Rangers have scored again. Have they scored again? Let's just check. Oh, both teams have scored. It's Rangers 2, Partick Thistle 2. Go on. I'm sorry, guys. You know me. I love football, but I do like the underdog having a good chance. And and I've got to give massive respect to Partick Thistle there in that one, playing away from home against such a massive club compared to them, and they're managing to hold their own. And it's 2-2 over up there in Scotland, in Glasgow. But thanks for that, Joey. Kieran is saying, who scored? I'm not sure who scored in the Rangers game, mate. I've just got, I can click into it and find out if it comes up with who scored in it. Raskin scored. Raskin with the assist, and Tavernier. No, they're the people assisting, aren't they? So it's the Rangers goals. It's Kolak and Tillman. For the Partick Thistle goals, it's Holt and from a penalty, and Tiffany for the second one on 74 minutes. So it looks like Rangers took the lead in that one 2-1, and Partick Thistle have pulled them back to 2-2. So yeah, there you go, guys. Hopefully that answers your question with the goal scorer. And Joey saying Kolak as well scored for Rangers. Thanks for that, Joey. Joey saying 50-50 with him. Sometimes think well played. Other times it's like get up your drama. Yeah, get up you drama queen. Yeah, that mate. How many times have I said that? How many times have I said that statement at a football game? But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Appreciated, mate. Joey also saying, oops, am I allowed to say that these days? Actually, that's a great question, Joey. I don't know. Yeah, I think you can still just about get away with that at the minute. Although, won't surprise me if you could get an ASBO for it or something. Joey's obviously. So watch it when you walk out the door tomorrow, Joey. Kieran is saying, fair play. I don't rate him at all. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Kieran, obviously sharing some interesting opinions with us today. Great to see. Thanks for that, mate. Ball out on this near side for City. Maxime is saying, I meant inappropriate for calling him Willie and his name is Billy. And you said Rodri scored twice. Did I? I say I thought I said Gundogan scored twice. I thought that's what I said. But if I said that, I apologise if I got it wrong. Well, maybe he just made a type error on the. I'm not sure if you're talking about me there or Joey, but no offense, Maxine, but there was actually a Willie or Will on in the chat not so long ago. The Rangers fan. So I'm not sure if you can get confused with the names, but I'm not sure if you're having whether you're criticising me for that there or Joey. But if Billy had a problem with it, I'm sure he'd have said something, mate. So I don't understand why you have an issue with that. If Billy had a problem with it, I'm sure he's been involved in the fandom community for long enough now. I'm sure he'd feel confident enough to speak out if he felt that somebody was being disrespectful to him, and he didn't say nothing, mate. So I'm not being funny, but don't want to make an issue where there isn't one, really. I take your opinion on board. If you don't like it, that's fair enough, Maxime. But like I say, Billy didn't complain, and I'm not sure who you're criticising there with that statement, whether it's me or Joey. But if it's me, I apologise, mate. I apologise. But like I say, there was a Will in the chat earlier, a Willie or Will. I'm not sure what his preference is. But if I've said it wrong, my apologies. It wasn't intentional. Like I say, got so much to think about when I'm doing the live streams that I will occasionally make mistakes. As I've said to you guys, I'm not media trained. I'm teaching myself to do this stuff. So occasionally I may make a mistake with pronouncing people's names or getting names mixed up. It's not intentional, but like I say, how am I going to get better if I don't make mistakes? I can't get better if I don't make mistakes. It's simple as that. But thanks for that, Maxime. I take your criticism on board. I'm not sure I agree with it, but I respect your opinion even still. Thanks for that, mate. Joey's saying, think you have that wrong, Maxime. There was someone called Willie and Billy in the chat as well. Yeah, absolutely, Joey. There was, mate. As I just explained, there was a Willie in the chat before. I might have shortened it to Will without thinking about it. But like I say, if I got his name wrong, my apologies. But if Joey got his name wrong and that's who you're meaning, then I'm sure Joey didn't mean it intentionally. Joey's been coming on the channel for quite a while now, good couple of months, and he's always been respectful for everybody that's come into the chat. So I do not see that Joey would be disrespecting anybody intentionally. So apologies. Like I say, if it was me, Maxime, and like I say, if it was Joey, I'm sure he meant nothing by it. It might have even just been a keyboard type error, mate. City in possession on the far side now as they look to move up the field. And the game has significantly slowed down a bit now, guys. But I think you can understand that with City being 3-0 up. But as long as it's a slower pace like this, I think Aston Villa are going to struggle to find a way back into this game. And at the minute, City very much dominating possession. De Bruyne now breaks into the box, and it's he's tried to cross it into the box there as he just broke into the edge of the far side of the box. He tried crossing it back into the rest of the box, but he's put a bit too much pace on that, and it's gone out behind for a goal kick to Villa. But yeah, no, like I said, Joey, don't worry about it too much, mate. I'm not sure he might. Maxime might be criticising me there with that one, mate. So won't worry about it too much. Kieran Williams saying, "Hello, Gaz. Did you watch the United game?" Have I gone back up? Yeah, I'm sure you asked me that question. Has it gone back up here? It has. It's gone back to the. How does it do this? Sorry, guys. This message thing on this streaming platform is really annoying. For some reason, it's just gone back to the beginning. I don't understand that. Sorry, guys. I found where I am now. My apologies there. Sorry, Joe. So Joey's saying, think you have that wrong, Maxime. There was someone called. Yep. So I read that one, didn't I? But my apologies, Joey. Joey also saying he said Rodri scored the first one and Gundogan scored the second. Yeah, Gundogan scored the second and the third, didn't he? But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Kieran saying, will you be streaming the Man United v Barcelona game? I haven't looked that far ahead, mate, yet. Obviously, I knew I had I were planning to go to the under 21s game today. And like I said, my time schedule is so jam packed that that's why I find it hard to go to games. As you guys know, I work a lot of weekends in the morning, particularly Saturday mornings, which makes it hard for me to get to games on Saturdays. So I was desperate to go to a game today. I looked last week, how can I get to games around my work commitments? How can I try and get some until we're a bit further along with the Fandom project? How can I try and get to some football games occasionally, just till we get a bit further along? And that's when it was only earlier in the week when we did the Hibs game, and I thought, yes, the youth, the under 21s football, different times, different days. I might have a bit better chance of catching some of those games when I'm not working. So yeah, I will. Kieran, I will have a look at the rest of the fixtures. Like I say, I've got to get myself organised after this stream. It's been a crazy day. I was up early this morning. I was up late last night doing stuff for Fandom, and then only a few hours sleep, and then up early again this morning to get to that under 21s game. So I'm kind of a bit brain's a bit overloaded at the minute, mate. So, but I'm sure once I get off the stream later, I'll start to organise myself. But yeah, if you're talking about the Champions League games, mate, I would definitely be covering European football. Which games I haven't looked at yet, but I'll definitely be covering some of it because I love the European competitions. I absolutely love them competitions. Not saying I love the people that run it in UEFA, but I certainly love the competitions, Champions League, Europa League. I think it's a very special competition. It's great to see clubs that don't play each other very often coming up against each other. That's what I love about that competition. And plus the two legs as well. Two legs, as I'm sure you guys know, in short period of time, makes for a very interesting fixture. So yeah, thanks for that, Kieran. Like I say, mate, I'll be doing my best. I'm not sure. I need to look at what's coming up for next week's football. Joey's saying, when's that, Kieran? I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I'd like to say I've not looked that far ahead, guys, but I will. As I will be. Like I say, I'm sure I've said this before. I try to look at the games in like 2-3 day blocks, so I'm not overwhelming myself with planning too far ahead. So today is the end of that block. So like tomorrow is the start of a new week. So tonight I would look at what's coming up for the first half of the week, if you get my meaning. So yeah, thanks for that, Kieran. Joey and Kieran. Sorry, Kieran. Kieran talking about the Europa League game on Thursday for United. Joey is saying good fixture that. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting fixture, and the first time I think it might be the first time those two clubs have met in the Europa League knockout stages. They've met plenty of times, I think, in the Champions League, but I think it might be the first time in the Europa League. Thanks for that, Kieran. Maxime saying, I am talking about Joey. Okay, then, mate. Well, like I say, my apologies. I was just, like I say, just trying to explain. If I got it wrong, I was apologising. But if you're talking about Joey, like I said, I'm sure Joey just probably made a type error, mate. Like I say, Joey, I've known him. He's been on the channel for a while now, mate, and he is a top lad, always very respectful. So if he said somebody's name incorrectly, he's probably just done it by accident and not intentional, mate. Thanks for that, Maxime. Apologies for the confusion, mate. And Villa pull one back, so you guys are on with your 3-1 score predictions. Could be on track there. 60 minutes gone, guys, and Villa have managed to pull one back, and yet again it comes from City passing the ball out from the back. Again, this is what I mean. City have moved the ball out from the back. They've tried to move it up to the halfway line. As they've approached the halfway line with it, Aston Villa have been closing the spaces all around them, managed to nick the ball back, then just passed it on to the striker, and he's just slotted straight in between the two defenders and slotted it past the goalkeeper. But yet again, City getting caught out with their own tactic there. They're the club that have set the standard for playing out from the back. It's become more fashionable because of them doing it so much. And yet again, we've seen now for the second game in a row, their own strength has become their weakness. Grealish in possession on this near side as he passes it back into the centre of the park for City. And now City move it back towards the defenders out on that far side of the pitch. So go back to some comments while the players build up again. Sorry, Kieran, did I miss your comment there, mate? Kieran is saying, Joey, what's your score? What score do you think Liverpool v Southampton will be? I don't know. I think he's probably thinking more about the Merseyside derby tomorrow first, mate. But that's a good question. I'm not sure if Joey will want to predict that. I'm sure his focus is very much on the Merseyside derby at the minute, mate. But he might give you a prediction. I don't know. But thanks for that, Kieran. Maxime saying, Kieran, do you mean Everton Liverpool? Yeah, that like I say, I would have thought that's the one, the game he's meant it meaning. But maybe Kieran is looking a bit further ahead, knowing that Southampton are in difficulty. So maybe he's seeing a potential, but not a, pot- a potential slip up there for Liverpool when they play Southampton. But thanks for that, Maxime. Joey is saying, we'll do score prediction tomorrow on stream. Fair enough, Joey. No worries, mate. Kieran is saying, is it tomorrow though? It will. It was late kickoff tonight. Laugh out loud. Yeah, the City Liverpool, sorry, Everton Liverpool game, sorry, is tomorrow. I think about 8 o'clock kickoff. I think tomorrow evening. So yeah, but I'm presuming, Kieran, you might be meaning that game or possibly the Saints game coming up for Liverpool. I'm not sure, but thanks for that, guys. Villa now in possession. Actually, they've got possession. Uh, And now City have nicked it back on this near sign as De Bruyne races forward. And City with limited players, Villa with limited defenders back behind the ball. De Bruyne looked to cross it to the opposite side of the goal for the City player to run onto it. But it was cut out by Villa. And now Villa back in possession deep inside their own half of the field. Joey saying, yeah, it's tomorrow, mate, 8 p.m. We are home at home. Yeah, it's going to be a cracking game. Hopefully that tomorrow. Um, Kieran saying, okay, 1-1. I'm going to go with. Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. Have a think about it though, mate. You might think differently tomorrow once you've had another good night's sleep. You may wake up thinking that it could be a win, but I suppose with both teams struggling performances right now, it makes total sense to think that it might be a tight game like that. So yeah, totally understand Kieran's logic in that prediction, mate. Kieran also saying, see you after getting some tea. No worries, Kieran. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Look after yourself and stay safe. Hopefully, catch you soon on another stream or maybe later if we're still on. But no worries, mate. Thank you very much. Take care and speak to you again soon. Joey said, I think it's gonna be tough. We are at home, but we've just got an opportunity now for at City. I'll come back to your comment in a minute, Joey. Cross the face of goal, crossed across the face of goal there for City, and an on-running City player trying to nod it in at the back post, but it was defended well there from Villa. Yep, the Villa defender running with the City player at the back post there, and that's a good bit of defending there from the Villa player to keep City out. If he hadn't have been there, that was going back straight into that top corner of the net. City now take the corner short on the far side of the pitch. Cross comes in, but it's deflected away by Villa. And now Grealish picks it up in the middle of Villa's half of the pitch and passes it back to the City defenders on the halfway line. And now City passing it amongst themselves at the back. Game has slowed down so much, guys. 67 minutes gone, and it's 3-1. You guys on for getting the score predictions right if it stays like this? So Joey's saying, I think it's going to be a tough. We are at home. but with Everton getting the win over Arsenal and with Sean taking over, they are going to be fired up. Absolutely, mate. Yes, I think that's going to be a really interesting game. But it's a good game for potentially Liverpool to get back to winning ways. Shot comes in from City from about 25 yards out. Gundogan looking to score a third there, but the goalkeeper spotted that well and got down low to his far side post to gather the ball and restart for Villa. But yeah, Joey, like I say, mate, Liverpool have been really strong in that fixture, so you guys might be able to use that game to get back to winning ways. But yeah, to do that, I think you're going to have to match Everton's desire and commitment at the start in the first 20 to 25 minutes. City now making a change. Jack Grealish coming off. And believe it or not, getting a round of applause from the City fans. And it's Phil Foden coming on for City. Ball pass back to the Villa goalkeeper. So while they wait for some more goal mouth actions, go back to the comments. Guys, if you are just joining us, please do consider hitting that like button and drop your comments in the chat. We want to hear from you, and also consider subscribing. We are very close to the magic 1,000. It'd be great to get there sooner rather than later. So please do consider subscribing if you're new. City now in possession at the far side of the pitch, looking to come down that far side now, but coming back inside now with Mahrez running straight at goal and passes it over to Foden on this near side, but Foden just a bit out of touch with the game, only just coming on, and a bit of a misplaced misplaced pass from Phil Foden, but hopefully that helps him get his eye in on the ball. Sorry, guys. 70 minutes gone, guys. City 3, Aston Villa 1. Sorry, Joey. But yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. It's going to be a tough game for you guys, and I think the most important thing for Liverpool, if Klopp can do it, is drill into the players that they're just going to go out there for that first 20 minutes or so and just match Everton's desire and hunger, because I think that's the way they're going to play tomorrow. They're going to play. They're going to play more on adrenaline, more on hunger, and a real togetherness. Because obviously, a result like the result against Arsenal can really galvanise the team, can't it? So yeah, tough game for you guys. But I think if you guys come out and match their intensity and their desire and commitment, then you might be able to break Everton's spirit and then go on to potentially get the win. We'll have to see tomorrow. But thanks for that, Joey. Joey also saying bye, Kieran. Thanks for that, mate. Cheers, Joey. Um, Maxime saying, is it? It is. It is in Europe, Gaz, not Champions League. Uh, what's in Europe? What's in Europe? I'm presuming you're talking about the Barcelona Man United game. Yes. It's obviously it's yeah, I'm aware it's in the Europa League, mate. I was just probably generalising, saying that Europa League, Champions League, it comes in the same week. So it's still European football, and it Champions League is Europe, Europa League is Europe. It's all European competitions. The UEFA Conference League is Europe. So yeah, like I say, I'm very much aware that Man United play in Europa League this season. But yeah, if I said Champions League, my mistake, mate. Maxime saying it is on Thursday. Yeah, very much aware of that, mate. Thank you very much for that. Joey saying, what's in Europe, Maxime? I think he's talking about the Man United game with Barcelona on Thursday. But yeah, like I say, maybe I said Champions League by accident, not realising, because normally those two clubs are Champions League clubs normally. But yeah, I was just talking generally about Europe. If European games are coming at us, it's not just United playing, is it? It's United, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, as well. Well, obviously the Scottish clubs have dropped out of it now. But the point is, whenever Europe comes round, European fixtures come round, I'll be looking to try and cover all as many as possible of the UK clubs involved. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Maxine saying the United vs Barcelona game. Yep, like I say, mate. Fair enough if I've got it, if I've said it wrong, but I was just probably talking generalising, and like I say, it wasn't intentional. If I've said Champions League, I was just talking European football in general earlier. But yeah, I'm very much aware that game is in Europa League, and looking forward to it. Should be a good one. But the problem would be, I'm sure there'll be another, at least one other club. I think Arsenal are also playing in the Europa League as well this season. I think, I'm not sure. I can't remember, to be honest. It's been so much coming at us since the end of the Europa League and the Champions League broke off before Christmas. We've had the World Cup and all sorts, and I've slept a lot since then as well. So you can forgive me for forgetting specific details. But whether we're talking about Champions League or European competition, I think everybody knows what we're meaning. So yeah. Joey saying you didn't, mate. No worries. Like I say, if I did, I've not done it intentional. I've just probably a slip of the tongue. And like I say, we're at the end of the week, and I've been working this week 7 days, if you include all the fan den stuff. 7 days without a day off. So it's understandable that my brain might not might be a bit tired today, and I may have said something slightly wrong. So if I did, that's apologise. But like I say, with working full time and building fan den, it's almost like I'm pretty much working 7 days a week at the minute. I think this week was the first day I had a day off, actually, with no football and no work commitments, which is the first time in about, I don't know how many weeks, to be honest. But thank you very much for that, Joey. Appreciate that, mate. Joey also saying, don't think Maxime got his listening head on tonight. Laugh out loud. No worries. Like I said, I'm not really, but I'm taking it pinch of salt. I've get people wanting to come on Instagram and Twitter sometimes, and picking you up for the slightest mistake, and I'm quite used to it, mate. I don't, water off the ducks back to me, if you know what I mean. Maybe Maxime is just thinking that I've said it wrong, or maybe I don't know. I'm not really too bothered, to be honest. Just want to concentrate on enjoying the football. But thank you, Joey. Like I say, mate, don't worry too much about it. Hopefully, Maxime will understand my point of view if I have said it wrong. But thanks for that, Joey. Joey also saying, please don't take offence to that, Maxime. Yep, absolutely, Joey. I don't think, mate, I've known you coming on this channel now for the last 2 months or so, regular, and I've never seen you deliberately, intentionally try to upset everybody. You've always been very respectful and positive. So nobody has got any reason to have a dig at you, mate. And I wouldn't allow that. I wouldn't allow other fans to come on being off with fans that I know are good fandom members of the fandom community. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Um, and Joey also saying if it stays like this, Stevie got another prediction right. Was it Stevie that said 3-1 at the beginning? And a couple of you said, I think, was it Kieran? And I think, did Maxime as well chuck in a score prediction of 3-1? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Like I said, I think my brain's a bit tired today. Um, but uh, but yeah, like I said, I know a couple of you predicted 3-1, and I think I saw 2-0 as well. Was that you, Joey? Did you? I think you said 2-0, but that was just before the third goal went in, I think. So yeah, but like I said, I know a couple of you guys definitely said 3-1. Um, so some good score predictions today, looking to be spot on. Um, City in possession now. The game has slowed down so much; it's hard to commentate on it when it's like this. Even the City fans are starting to shout, "Come on, City now!" Because I think they're fed up with the slow pace that City are playing at the back, and now they've just done it again. Slow build up, slow to approach the halfway line, and now Villa have managed to nick it back, and now Villa on the attack on the edge of the City box, and now they've moved it out to this near side and across. Over to the centre of the box, just on the edge of it. And now City managed to regain possession and look to move up the field on that far side now with De Bruyne on the run. And now, oh, that was a good bit of play there from City, but it's ended up going almost behind for a goal kick before before the goalkeeper managed to just stop that ball going out of play and kick it back up the field. And now Villa in possession on this near side, looking to move forward now, midway inside the City half. Aston Villa haven't given up the hope yet of finding a second goal. Ball now switched out to the far side of the pitch. We've not seen much of him, have we, since he's been back in England? It's a bit disappointing for Villa. Philip Coutinho. He was amazing at Liverpool, and he's just a player that's just lost that bite. And then now his shot comes in, and was that actually? That was a great shot there from. Maybe I should criticise players more because I was just criticising Coutinho then, and he's just come up with an absolutely beautiful shot from the far side of the pitch, and the goalkeeper had to get a hand to that to make sure it didn't tuck underneath the bar. Isn't that just right, guys? I'm just about to give him a bit of criticism, saying how he's been a bit disappointing since he's been back in England, and then he comes up with an absolute perler of an effort there to try and find a second goal for Villa. Corner's taken, and Villa take it short, and now they're passing it about in the middle of the park under pressure from City, and now switch the ball out to that far side. Coutinho back on the ball again, and now he looks to help the City and cross into the box, but it's saved by the keeper, and now it's cleared out to that far side of the pitch for a throw-in. Joey saying, yeah, I said 2-0. I thought you did, mate. I thought you did. Thanks for that, Joey. And Joey also saying, full-time Rangers have won 3-2. Well, we have to give massive respect there to Partick Thistle for having a real go at Rangers. Rangers managing to come out on top in the end. But yeah, massive respect there to Partick Thistle holding their own and having a right go at Rangers. Like I say, they're very much the underdogs in that game, but it's nice to see that they got a few goals and give Rangers a tough test this afternoon. 82 minutes gone, guys. Still 3-1 to City. We're about to see a Man City change. Villa now in possession. Ball up the field out onto this near side, but it's intercepted by City. And now City looking to move forward with the ball from the back. And yet again, they play out from the back and it's cut out. Oh, it's City living really dangerous with that playing out for the back. That's now the third or fourth time in this second half that Aston Villa have cut out their possession or cut into their possession at the back and managed to turn it into an attack very quickly. City really not looking great with that passing out from the back. They used to look so comfortable with it, didn't they? But these days they're not looking as comfortable as they once did. And now City on the attack into the box. Greeley. Oh, I think that was Mahrez, but he's blasted it well high and over the bar. But yeah, well high and wide over the bar there. That's really poor effort, to be fair, from Mahrez. So Mahrez is substituted off, and it's Nathan Acker that's come on. Just coming up to 85 minutes, guys. And it's definitely looking comfortable now, isn't it, for Man City win. So obviously we're just games playing slow at the minute, guys. But Joey, if you're still there, let us know what's your biggest concern tomorrow for Liverpool. Obviously, I know you said you want to give this score prediction later, but obviously, I'm presuming that you might have concerns about Liverpool. Whether it's is your concern the attack, defence? What is it that you're most concerned about going into that game against Everton tomorrow? Obviously, uh, Liverpool's defence has looked quite shaky, as well as like I say, you guys not been scoring goals as fluently as you normally do. So just curious to know, Joey, if you like I say, concerned about any particular aspect of the Liverpool team going into that game. City in possession on the far side and now on the edge of the Villa box. They cut it back now and in front of goal on the edge of the box. But they've lost it again to Villa. They keep doing that. They've done it a few times. I'm shocked to see how many times City are losing possession at the back. That's normally their strongest position on the field. But like I say, they've lost possession a few times there at the back. Referee blowing for a stoppage there for a foul. And now Villa will get the game underway again just inside their own half, level with the halfway line. Let's see what you guys, I'll come back to the comments in a second, guys. Long ball down the field on this near side for Villa. But City intercept it and Villa now intercept the kick on from Man City and it's ended up going out on this near side now for a throw into Villa. Will Harding, welcome back to the show, mate. Great to see you again. Willie is saying squeaky bum after afternoon Ibrox. Yeah, You guys managed to get the win, though, mate. That's the main thing. Obviously, cup competition. It's just about well, for a club like yourself, anyway, for your club, Rangers, at this stage of the competition. I would, this is just my opinion. You guys might think differently, but I would have thought at this stage of this competition, it's just about grinding out those results and getting to the latter stages to face the more difficult opposition. Um, but yeah, like I say, I've got to say it though, mate. You got to give respect to Partick Thistle. They come to your place and they've had a right go at you today, and they've come away with 2 goals. And I'm sure disappointed that they haven't got more out of the game. But we have to give them the respect for at least coming to your place and making things difficult for you guys. Because a club like Partick Thistle, you know, very much a small club in Scotland. Well, definitely compared to Rangers anyway. So we have to give them the respect they deserve for going to Ibrox and giving Rangers a tough test. Willie, if you're still there, if you could just let us know, mate, if you watched the game. Was there a lot of changes today for Rangers? Did they play a weaker team? Did they play the normal first 11, or did the manager make a lot of changes? Be interested to know that, mate, if you're still there. Did he mix it up with some of the youth academy players? Be interesting to hear if you could let us know, mate. Thanks for that, Willie. Joey's saying defence and midfield. Think if we can improve and get that right, goals will come. Right, yeah, fair enough, mate. Defence. So Joey, not too much worried about the attack for Liverpool. More concerned with the defence and midfield. That's totally, yeah, I respect that, mate. That's a very logical opinion to have with regards to the difficulties of Liverpool. Because I think if you can get the rest of the team right, like you said, defence and midfield, then I agree, the goals will come. But you need confidence running through that midfield and the defence as well. I think the Liverpool maybe just, the problem with Liverpool, in my opinion, at the minute, is you still got the remnants of a hard-working team, but some of them players that were in midfield working hard for you guys not so long ago are coming to the end of their career now. You've got James Milner, always puts a shift in, but he's just struggling to keep up with the pace of the game now for long periods. Also, Henderson, who will always run for a brick wall for you. He's always motivated and gives everything he's got, but he's getting on the wrong side, towards the wrong side of 30 now. So obviously his best days are behind him. You guys also lost Wijnaldum, which was a key player for you guys. So I know you brought in, I forget his name now, the lad that's come in, the talented lad. He's really talented on the ball. He's classed as a playmaker, isn't he? But it's no good having a playmaker when you haven't got a really hardcore midfielder, because a midfield player that knows how to win the tackles and knows how to do the dirty side of the game, so to speak. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. That makes total sense, mate. Joey's saying, welcome back, Willie. Laugh out loud. Good turnaround, that. Absolutely, yeah. Like I say, good. I'm sure Rangers fans very much feeling a bit of relief, get that result over the line. Just to let you guys know, 4 minutes added on time. It's currently 3-1 to Man City, and we've played a minute of the 4 minutes added on. We've got a free kick for Villa, midway inside Villa, half of the pitch, taken by the goalkeeper on that far side. Long ball forward, and Villa with a shot there. Oh, beautiful shot. Right across the, hitting the crossbar there from the edge of the box there. That was an absolute cracking shot. I bet he's chipped the paint off the goal there. You could hear it smash off the top of the bar. And Villa still in possession on this near side, but now under pressure from Man City, who've got loads of men's back, and Villa managing to get a cross into the box, but the Villa player unable to get to it before the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper has gathered the ball now and will take the pressure off for Man City. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. We've got the City goalkeeper down on the floor at the minute. Um, yeah, Edison just clashed with the on-running Villa player there, and I think it might just been the initial impact that woke him up a bit. So 3 minutes of the added on time played, guys. We've got 1 minute remaining. We'll be staying for about 10 minutes after the game. So if you guys have got any comments you want to share, please do get your comments in now. Villa a note again with another free kick on this near side with the goalkeeper taking it. And long ball forward up towards the Man City box, but the referee has blown for a foul. And it looks like that we're almost done. Edison to restart the game for City. I'll come to the comments in a second, guys. We're almost at full time here. Edison to take the free kick. Ball up the field on that far side. And there goes the full-time whistle, guys. It's finished Manchester City 3, Aston Villa 1. So you guys with some great score predictions today. I think a couple of you said 3-1 before the start of the game. So great to see some of you guys have got it spot on there. So that's awesome. I think that second half was a bit poor, to be fair. The first half, most of the action was in the first half. City definitely slowed down the game in the second half. Villa did some great stuff catching City out at the back in that second half. But the question is, was City being a bit sloppy with their possession due to the fact that they felt that they had the game won? But as I say, guys, it's finished quite comfortably here. 3-1 to City. Aston Villa only really getting into the game in the second half once City took the foot off the gas. So if you guys got any thoughts, please do let me know. I'll be here for another 10 minutes or so, listening to what comments you guys have got to say. So please do drop your comments in now. If you just join us, just to let you know, we have got Man City video coming shortly in the next day or two that will be uploaded on the channel from Manchester City's under-21s taking on Liverpool under-21s today. I've been to that game, so that footage will be on the channel in the next day or two. And also some Manchester City fan interviews, a little taste of what we intend to do in the future as we continue to build the Fandom project, going to games and speaking to you guys. I am a Bolton fan, but yeah, I have been today to Manchester City Stadium with gritted teeth. I'll be honest, with gritted teeth. Don't particularly like going pouring more money into the richest club in English football at the minute, or one of the richest clubs. But in the interest of fandom and showing you guys that I believe in trying to be neutral, representing fandom, I made that pilgrimage today to go and watch Man City under-21s take on Liverpool under-21s. So hopefully you guys will like that video when it's uploaded in the next day or so. So where was I up to with the comments? If you just joined us, please do drop your comments in and hit that like button. It'd be great to hear from you. So I was there, wasn't I? So Willie is saying, yeah, definitely, mate. Fair play to Thistle manager. Brought a few players back who'd been out with injury. Defense definitely not full strength. Nearly backfired, but as you say, got the result in the end. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, absolutely. A massive respect to you there, Willie, there, for giving the respect to Party Thistle for coming to your place and giving you a game. I like that, mate. I really like that. Don't get me wrong. I know we all want our teams to win. We always do. But it's always nice when fans give a little bit of respect to the opposition when they've come and give you a tough game. Not all fans are good enough to do that and have that decency in them to do that. So massive respect to you there, Willie, for acknowledging Partick Thistle coming to your place and trying their best to compete. So yeah, massive respect to you for that, mate. Really do like that. It's great to see. So yeah, thanks for that. But like you say, mate, it's just about getting the result at this stage for you guys. You've got bigger ambitions than just the cup, obviously. Trying to close the gap on Celtic at the top of the league, and also getting enough points to get you guys back into Europe next season to have another, hopefully another reenactment of your European campaign in the Europa League. Not this season, last season. I was well impressed with Rangers going for it last season in the Europa League, and hopefully more of that is to come up there in Glasgow, mate. Joey's saying, gutted Stevie wins another laugh out loud. Yeah, I don't know. Did Stevie actually say 3-1? If he did, I've forgotten, mate. So my bad. But yeah, absolutely, Joey. Stevie's showing a bit of form there with the score predictions recently. So yeah, massive respect to Stevie there. Just upsetting us with his accurate score predictions. Stevie's saying, well, at least this prediction had goals, Joey. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that's absolutely spot on, Stevie. Well said. Joey's saying, yeah, looking forward to seeing that vid, guys. Thank you very much, Joey. Like I say, it was a big push to get to that game this morning. So hopefully you guys will like it. But yeah, thank you very much, Joey. Like I say, I've got loads of the footage. I tried to get as much of the match footage as possible because obviously, you guys all support your teams, your clubs, but it's there's so much football. It's difficult to get to all of it. And I know you guys that are Liverpool fans, Man City fans, you will probably want to see this footage to have a look at the youngsters coming through in your academy. So, like I say, I've got as much of the footage as I possibly could. I had to keep being careful because I didn't want to bollock in off the stewards for filming it again, because you have to be careful of that kind of thing these days. But like I say, with it being an under-21s game, I didn't see any problem with me actually getting some footage, and I've got quite a bit. So hopefully, it might seem a long video, but like I say, if it is a long video of the actual match stuff, that is because I've deliberately tried to get as much footage of that game as possible so that you guys that are City fans and Liverpool fans can have a look at some of the youngsters coming through in your academy. Because let's be honest, guys, the youth level games, yeah, I'm sure you guys want to see your teams win it, but the most important thing at that level is the development of players. So that's why I've made that extra effort to get as much footage as possible so you guys can have a look at some of the youngsters coming through and their development. I didn't get a chance to take too much notice of it myself, to be honest, while I was at the game today, because like I said, I spent most of the game filming. So yeah, but like I said, Joey, thanks for that, mate, and hopefully you're gonna love that video when I upload it. Joey also saying, yeah, suppose that's something. Stevie, laugh out loud. Absolutely, yeah. It's goals in it. That's what we want. We want goals to make these match watch-alongs more interesting. Will Hardman saying, nah, man, league's gone. It's all about the cups this season and doing better in the league and Europe next season. League Cup final against Celtic in 2 weeks. Now into the quarters of the Scottish Cup. Yeah, to be fair, mate, I haven't looked at the Scottish table for a few weeks, so I wasn't sure if you guys were still in the title race. But obviously, I know I'm still learning about Scottish football. It's taken me a while to get used to the fact that you guys up in Scotland quite early, right off the, you kind of quite early think that the league's done and dusted, whereas obviously in English leagues, in all the English leagues, the Premier League, the Championship, the League One, League Two, it can be a scrap right to the end. So obviously, me being English, I'm just more used to that. It's a scrap right to the end. But obviously, in the couple of years that I've been learning about Scottish football, I've learned that you guys can sometimes think that the league's done and dusted well before we get to March. But for me, I'd stay positive. And obviously, the problem is when either you Rangers or Celtic take a commanding lead in the Scottish Premiership. There's not many other clubs that really challenge you guys. So that means it's not many opportunities for you guys to drop points, which means that obviously if one of you gets a bigger points haul and runs away with it, 6 or 7 points, 8 points, whatever it is, that's a hard amount of points to close down because you guys don't drop many points. When I say you guys, I mean Celtic and Rangers. But yeah, like I say, Will, main thing I suppose for you guys, win the cups. But yeah, for me, from my point of view, I just want to see you guys get back in Europe and give a good account of yourself as you did in the Europa League. I thought this season was a bit difficult for you guys. First time back in the Champions League. The clubs in and around you in the Champions League have got a lot bigger budgets, but at least that you got yourselves into it. And not only did you get yourselves into it, you got Celtic into it, as I've reminded Celtic fans a few times, and they don't like to hear it. But Celtic wouldn't have got that extra place if it wasn't for your commanding performance in the Europa League the season before. But tell the Celtic fan that, and they don't like to hear it. But yeah, absolutely, mate. I look forward to seeing you guys back in Europe next year. Absolutely. Thanks for that, Willie. Joey's saying, sounds good, mate. Thanks, Joey. I appreciate that, mate. And Joey also saying, ooh, that's gonna be a good game, Willie. Yeah, sorry, yeah, you caught me out there. You mean in the cup final with Celtic in 2 weeks? Yeah, I didn't actually realise it was that close, actually, but yeah, that will be a very interesting game, and I'm sure Rangers will be looking to get to try and win that. The fact that try and bring Celtic down a peg or two with the fact that they're getting a bit overconfident, shall we say, with the fact that they're doing well in the league this season. But thanks for that, Joey. And Joey also saying, thanks, Gaz. Going to grab some food. See you tomorrow if you're on for the Liverpool game. Yeah, absolutely. I intend to be on tomorrow for the Liverpool game, mate, as long as no personal issues crop up to stop me. But thank you very much for that, Joey. Really, really appreciate that. And yeah, enjoy your food, mate. I'll be jumping off for a second myself to grab something to eat. But I've really appreciated all your involvement today and your company. Thanks a lot, Joey. Look after yourself, mate. Stay safe. And hopefully I will see you again tomorrow. And like I say, mate, enjoy your food and the rest of your evening. But yeah, guys, if you just join us, we'll be jumping off in a minute or so, but just to let you know, it's finished 3-1 to Manchester City. A good performance from City in the first half, really good performance. I'm not impressed with Jack Grealish today with his cheating. He did cheat to get a penalty for City, so I wasn't impressed with that. But overall, a good performance for City. And in the second half, the game got slowed up quite a bit. As you can understand, with City being 3-0 up, Villa managed to pull one back. But to be fair, I think Villa did too little, too late. Can tell you that City had 67% of the possession and Villa had 33% of the possession. City with 17 shots on goal, 9 on target, and Villa with 6 shots on goal, only 2 on target. So there you go. There's the stats, guys. A little bit of the stats anyway. But like I say, if you are just joining us, just to let you know, there is another Man City video coming on the channel in the next day or two for Manchester City under 21s taking on Liverpool under 21s. I went to that game today. I've got some great footage, or I hope it's great footage. I'm sure you guys will let me know. And that should be uploaded in the channel in the next couple of days. I will get it on as soon as possible, but obviously it's going to take me a day or so to get it edited. So please do consider subscribing. Look out for that video, as well as some fan opinion videos from the Man City fans as well. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. And like I say, there'll be plenty more live streams to come as well over the next week or two. So hopefully you guys like the stream today. It's been great having you all involved. And hopefully you guys will check out that video as soon as I get it uploaded onto the channel. As I say, I visited the City training complex, their youth academy today for the under-21s game against Liverpool. And it was a great day out. But like I say, plenty of that footage will be uploaded onto the channel in the next day or two. So that's it from me for now, guys. Final word with Joey. Thank you very much, Joey. Take care, mate, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And like I say, hopefully I'll be back tomorrow evening for the Liverpool v Everton game. Well, that's it for me for now, guys. Take care. Look after yourself. Speak to you guys soon. All the best. Bye for now.